Oh boy, starting a new session today, and this is where I really don't remember things too well. Well, I've played like several times of other levels, Mad Monster Mansion and Rusty Bucket Bay and Click Clock Wood. I've maybe played through 2 or 3 times, but I do want to check something before I jump in here. I'm the Comic Foil, by the way, and you've been watching me play Banjo-Kazooie. I can just hit that open. Okay, let's actually see what's down here. That was a weird sound. That was a weird sound I just made. Did you hear that? The curve here really is screwing me up. Okay. There we go. Well, we had an enemy that took multiple hits. We got this little house here. It's got a door that I can't get through. If only I was smaller. If only I were smaller. Yeah, so Mad Monster Mansion, which I think is like the really popular level from this. I think to a lot of people this is the best level because some people just really like spooky themes. Nothing against spooky themes, but it's never been as much what I was looking for. Very catchy music, though. Probably just because I played this level not as much as a kid. I'm not as attached to it, though. Again, I probably never got to Mad Monster Mansion until, like, my teenage years. 10 or so years after Banjo-Kazooie came out. Banjo-Kazooie, I think, was maybe the, like, 4th game I got for my N64. I remember very specifically getting my N64 because the N64 had already been out for a little while. Oh, yeah, look at this guy. Yeah, so we're in this room here. One thing I like about Mad Monster Mansion is the pictures on the wall. So there's Gruntilda, and there's the top of Gruntilda's tower. And Mumbo Jumbo's on the wall, so he has some connection to the greater Grunty family. And there's Gruntilda's broomstick. But yeah, as soon as you step on the wood at all, it wakes up this ghost. And yeah, you need him to not be awake. I think, right? So that we can get to that flight pad. I think that's how it works. But while we're in here... Oh, Klungo even has a portrait. While we're in here, I'll collect these musical notes. So, yeah, the N64 was like... We had a Super Nintendo already, and I was so excited to get my own system. Really wanted an N64 as a new big thing. I was seeing, like, you know... in, like, the Toys R Us, or I think one of the clothes shops that my mom liked to go to that, like, I would get dragged to because I was a kid, you know, remember getting dragged everywhere, had, like, a little kiosk where you could play N64 games, so I was like, whoa! Ocarina of Time was on there and stuff like that, so... my parents weren't just gonna get me an N64, I had to save up for it. I did have an allowance, though, which I'm, like... count myself very fortunate. I know that's not a thing that, like, all kids had. Okay, I'm trying to remember, like, what windows I can break here. I'm moving very slowly. It's going to be slow going through this whole level, I'm telling you right now. Okay, so, these ghosts, sadly, are not like boos. Are they like boos? Will they stop if I'm looking at them? I don't know, but they're tough. They're pretty invulnerable. What? Even... Yeah, even doing that couldn't keep me away from them. Oh, God. I sort of forget how ghosts work. I guess I just need to really keep ahead of them. Oh, I can kill them with the Wonder Wing. That's awesome. Okay, get back here, you punk. Alright, I wonder... Maybe they were just too high up before. Where's the other honeycomb that just dropped? I want it. There it is. But yeah, I saved up for, like, ever. For, like, a year, I saved up all my allowance. And my birthday came in July. I don't remember what year this was, so I don't know how long the N64 was already out. But my Christmas present, so, like, my mom and dad and a few other relatives and my sister all, like, put together to get me, like, a certain theme of my birthday present, and it was the last of the money that I needed for the N64. They didn't just get me the N64 then because, you know, I had been saving for it for so much and had to, like they knew I had to, like, finish earning it myself, but they got me that, like, extra leg, and I, like, wept. I was so happy. I had, like, tears of joy over this. And I also got then 3 games for the N64 because I think I ended up buying a second controller right off the bat, and later I would buy more. But the 3 games I got were Super Mario 64 and Mario Kart 64 and Diddy Kong Racing. 2 racing games. That was weird, but I was just really sure I would love Diddy Kong Racing, and I do like Diddy Kong Racing a lot. I haven't played it in a while. That might be overdue for a replay from me. A Rare replay, because that game is also made by Rare. Are you kidding? I can't get through here? Huh. Sorry, a lot of me wandering around a maze while I reminisce. And then Banjo-Kazooie was the next game that I, like, bought then. And then after that, I think Yoshis Story, and then, like, Rampage World Tour, which seemed like a good idea at the time. I had a lot of fun with Rampage World Tour. Who am I kidding? Then I had a paper route and was making a lot of money and buying a lot of games. So yeah, the rest was history. On the Super Nintendo also, I, like, never really had much control over what games we got. The whole family liked Donkey Kong Country, so we got those games. But besides that, it was just kind of whatever was on sale. And now it was like, this N64 is, like, mine. I bought it. I get to decide, you know, what games we have for it and what we, like, do with it. Thought it was so cool, like... Not that they would play it a lot, but, like, my parents would, like, ask me if they could play it, if they wanted to play something. Not that that would happen a lot, though. And my family would play Mario Kart a lot. Hey, little guy. So we are on top of the mansion now. There's multiple buildings, though. I think this is the Mad Monster Mansion, but there's also a church. Yeah, this place isn't as big as it maybe seemed at first. Yeah, Mumbo's house is over there. That's important. And we got that shed that's, like, glowing ominously. Get that last note over there, too, because notes are important. Aw. Ow! This is where maybe the note collecting gets a little bit tricky, because you're doing things like, did I collect all 4 corners of the roof and stuff like that? It's a lot easier to, like, miss a single note. But I guess if you're at the end of it and you only need one more note, you can kind of guess, like, oh, okay, it must be, like, on the corner of something. So you can retrace your steps and try and find it. Come on, grab that. Okay. It's very, like, persnickety going across that railing there. Okay, this is the kind of window that I can break. I'm breaking that open, but I'm not actually gonna go through there yet. I'll break this one open too. That'll also be important later. Might as well clue you in. So I'm gonna get turned into a pumpkin later, and the pumpkin... Gosh darn. The pumpkin doesn't have any sort of attack. So if I want to go through those openings as a pumpkin, I need to break them open first. There's another one. Okay, these bats are very small and very nasty. But yeah, Banjo-Kazooie quickly became like one of my favorite games, and I was, even though I wouldn't get past the 3rd level, and even the 2nd level would take me so much stress because of dealing with Snacker the shark. That was another time I cried over a N64 game, because I was playing it and my dad was like watching me and seeing how I was like afraid of the shark, and he was like, "Oh, John, come on, you can do it. It's not that scary." He just like wanted to see me like overcome something that I was afraid of, and it was, I had gotten everything except for that one Jinjo that's underneath the pier, and I was so afraid, and I finally like did the backflip and went to do it, and I was like screaming. Shark was, you know, chasing after me, but I got it. Got the Jinjo. Probably didn't outrun the shark. Probably took some damage from the shark. And got the Jinjo. It was my 5th Jinjo, so then the Jiggy spawned down there, so I had to go back down again to get the Jiggy, and I was like, oh man, I was being such a little fraidy cat about it. My dad must have been so embarrassed of me. I was a scared kid a lot of the time. I was super scared of spiders. I still have an aversion to spiders, but I was like it would keep me from doing things. My fear of spiders. Yeah, so we got to here thanks to the opening by the fireplace. And I don't recall if there... Is it just for that 1-up that it gives me the flight pad? Huh, maybe it is. Okay, that's odd, but... Wow, we only got one Jiggy here. Think about, like, going through Mumbo's Mountain and picking up Jiggies left and right. This is probably going to be a 2-episode kind of level. Da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, and Yoshi's Story was the first game I ever beat, and I beat it, like, when, like, my grandma had to, like, take me somewhere and was like, "John, we have to go." And I was like, "But I beat a game, I'm watching the credits, I want to see what happens." And we had to go pick my sister up from, like, dance practice. Okay, so we're in the graveyard now. Let's open up this while we're thinking about it, too. Yeah, I knew some of these freaking evil headstones. It's silly.
Thank you.
So, people laugh at those little potted plants because they're saying thank you, and it kind of sounds like they're saying something else because of how, you know, compressed the audio is. Come on, Ken.
Thank you.
Like, what? Of course they're upset. You're pooping eggs into their head. Yeah, a lot of enemies taking multiple hits now. So, I think I remember from the time he was on Game Grumps, Grant Kirkhope saying, was he the voice of those flowers? Is he the one saying that? Or was it that he's the voice of Mumbo Jumbo, or both? There we go. And I think this is the last one here. favorites. Yeah, I have a lot of games for the N64. That was like the first time I was ever like having a lot of games for one system too, because I bought lots of things I probably shouldn't have bought. Like Hey You Pikachu. I knew it was a bad idea, but I had to buy it anyway because it was Pokemon. That's probably up there as one of the worst games I own. Freaking embarrassing, John. Come on. There we go. Have the original Paper Mario. I don't have Star Fox 64. I rented it and was bad at it and decided then for some reason not to get it, because that was the thing you did a lot back then too, was rent games instead of buying them. I must have rented Mario Party like 3 or 4 times, and my dad like wouldn't let me rent it anymore because he was like, no, you're wasting money renting it over and over, just buy the game if you want it so much. And I was like, I will, but I don't have $50 right now, so I saved up for that. Yeah, the first 3 Mario Parties, but by Mario Party 3 it was a little bit like less exciting. Like I still got it, but it wasn't the same level of excitement as I had for picking up the other 2. Alright, so I'm... Oh, that just like leads up to the clock tower. Okay. And just very carefully grabbing these. Speaking of N64 games, original Paper Mario, Nintendo just very randomly dropped a trailer for a new Paper Mario game today. Yeah, Paper Mario the Origami King. What do you guys think of that? Whoa. I haven't liked the last 2 Paper Mario games. I probably don't have to explain to you the whole thing of like where Paper Mario has gone. It's not so much just that like Nintendo's failing, it's that a different company and a different team is making it now, and they maybe don't understand what people liked about it so much to begin with. Alex Roshan had an interesting thread today about Paper Mario and how it was originally like paper was just an aesthetic thing, but now like paper is like the plot and stuff like that. But compared to like Color Splash and Sticker Star, this looks promising, I think. I still kind of think it won't be very good. I'm gonna be a pessimist about this. But I bet it'll be better than Color Splash, which isn't even that bad, if we're being honest, but it's nowhere near. I really like I like the first Paper Mario. I love the second Paper Mario, Thousand Year Door. There's a Let's Play on this channel about that. Oh, solid one. And I like Super Paper Mario a lot, even though I didn't like the platforming as much. Okay, so gotta solve. Watch out for the ghost and spell Banjo-Kazooie. If there is a letter puzzle, the answer is probably Banjo-Kazooie. You can bet your bottom dollar. And this one's actually pretty hard. It helps if you can remember where other letters are. Okay, I think I saw the other A over there. Did I? Oh no, I didn't. Oh no, where is it? Okay, A. Z is over here, right? Okay. C1O, where's the other O? It seems like you have so many letters, and then all of a sudden, oh, you're almost at the end. O. Making this harder is how the camera is. Oh, okay. At last, the puzzle is solved. Yeah, what are you? You're just like a sentient, like, glass capsule? Okay. Yeah, I think that does it for this room. So that's the shed. Keep on moving here. But yeah, I think, you know, I don't like how there's no... Everybody says this, there's no, like, original characters in Paper Mario anymore. Like, they'll add 2. But, like, they're making everything look more generic. Like, whereas in the old Paper Mario games, there was, like, characters who were Bob-ombs and Goombas, and they treated all the classic Mario enemies almost like they were races in any other RPG. Okay. Well. Yeah, you just don't really see that anymore. This might be easier to do as a pumpkin. I don't love how much I clip through the bucket here. You've heard of kicking the bucket. How about clipping the bucket? Oh, come on. There you go. Alright. Better get up for air. Yeah, and I see a hole down there that is obviously intended for gourd purposes. For a person of gourdly caliber. Yeah, this isn't a good idea. Let's come back here when we're pumpkins. And up. Yeah, so I'm sad that there's not, like, more original characters and that there's not, like, you know, there's not, like, partner characters, but it looks like they're getting rid of the stupid, like, sticker and or card battle system that makes doing random encounters basically pointless. I don't know, they didn't really, like, flaunt the battle system in the trailer. There's just something weird with, like, a turntable. I can actually see a really interesting, like, RPG setup around that. Like, you know, Darkest Dungeon is a turn-based RPG where it's all about positioning. So what if, like, the positioning was, like you got 2 phases. Like, first you got to move the turntable to, like, move your enemies all around, and then you had actions, and your actions were different based on, like, the geometry of whatever. I don't know if they'll be that deep with it, because Paper Mario games like to keep things simple, especially the more recent ones. Don't know if I want to be in this pond. Yeah, that's a poison pond. Okay, I think we need to get on top of the maze. Oh no, we just need to use that that launch pad, that jump pad. And there we go. But I like the general, like, weirdness that seems to be happening with this story. I'm always down for that. What is this open? Oh, it opens the church. Okay. 14 seconds. It's very specific. Oh, right, the maze. The maze. Okay, so you have to have, like, opened the gate in the maze already, I guess. Nice camera angle showing it from the inside. Okay. I miss Bottles. Bottles isn't around to teach us stuff anymore. Okay, we have to pound the switch. Alright, concentrate. Oh no, camera. Camera, stop trying to anticipate where I want you to go. It's not working. Okay, we're gonna have to, like, look at this layout a little bit more because I don't think I'm even moving in the right direction. Break that window, too. Okay, I was greatly overcomplicating this. I was going in completely the wrong direction. Still does not give you a lot of time, and the camera angle changing on me did not help. Okay, we are in the church. Take me to church, something da 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 something that light. That's how I am with most songs. I like don't know the words to any songs. A big theme in this area also is for like things being like way too big for you. Like, ooh, it's scary because it's out of proportion. Oh, look at these nice Methodist ghosts. Are they coming towards me? Don't do that, please. Alright, I'm getting a little bit of, like, graphical stuttering. Alright, so this is, what's it? Mozart. It's Mozart's hand. Okay, so we have to watch him play and play the same notes. Oh, you're even hitting the sharps. Alright. This isn't a very interesting composition here, Motsand. Not bad, Bear, but now watch me copy this tune, and amazed I'll be. Going a little faster now, but man, even like one-handed people can probably play better than this, I'm gonna be honest. Is it because you also don't have, like, eyes or ears? Oh, yeah, maybe he has no idea what this even sounds like, but he does know that we're a bear. And he knows that we hit the right keys, so... Oh, whoops. I thought he hit something, and I guess he didn't actually hit anything. Okay, so you take damage for every wrong note you hit. That's interesting. Alright, thanks, Motsand. Motsand. That's a weird portmanteau. That's a weird thing to make a portmanteau out of. It's not really a good basis for that one. And there aren't any good bases for that one. I'm gonna grab that extra life out of compulsion, even though it won't do me any good. I mean, when I'm at the end of the game, maybe I'll want extra lives to, like, fight Gruntilda with. There we go. But yeah, Origami King. I did really like just kind of how silly and creepy the whole thing felt, because Thousand Year Door could be very silly and creepy. And especially with... It's kind of sad that, like, I guess Miyamoto at one point said, like, he wanted Paper Mario to have less story. He didn't like that they were really story-driven, so that's what they did. And I don't know if anybody else agrees with Miyamoto on that. Like, I haven't met any other people who are like, oh yeah, Sticker Star and Color Splash are great. Maybe some people who think the old games are a little, you know, overpraised. It happens, we get nostalgic, but it seems to me most people agree on this one. Yeah. And there should be something else over here, right? Yep. Witch switch. Okay, where's this one? Okay, this is the one that's in the eye, which is annoying because I need to do the whole flight pad freeze easy peak thing again to get that. That's the one where you climb up there and then you hit the switch and you have to run to the flight pad in time. How am I gonna get down? What's the safest way to get down right now? First of all, it's to get more health. Okay, and I should look around on the pews. Okay. I lessened that as much as I could. These ghosts are so big. They're so big, but they're easier to avoid now because of the more open area. In the maze, they were a lot harder to avoid. Touch my honey this time and you'll be sorry. Oh, I think that was one of the evil ones. Yeah, the honey boxes start being evil. They start actually, like, attacking you as you get close to them. Let's see this one. Does it get mad? No. I shot an egg, so it didn't even get a chance to try and hurt me. Okay, we are at half an hour now, but maybe we can go for a little more. So it says that we've gotten 6 jiggies here so far. 6 jiggies. So how about we use the pumpkin? I think the rest of these are going to be pumpkin-themed jiggies. And how do I get over to Mumbo's place again? Huh. Uh-oh. Okay, well I see some musical notes up there that I can get at least. I don't want to use up my remaining gold feathers. Okay, maybe I can use the launch pad to get up here. I mean, I definitely can. That's obviously, you know, what it's for. But now... I don't know, can I use it to, like, get on the walls of the maze? We also have this launch pad over here by the poison pond, which I think will be better for getting up onto the maze. Those lovely thorns, how they've grown, music to my ears as you moan. Okay, I maybe did not remember that these hurt me. So, okay, that's not really working out. That doesn't seem right. Okay, once again, I was overcomplicating it because there's a spot right here where I can just jump over the wall. Are pumpkins immune to thorns, though? Is that the thing? Is that the key? Okay, well, let's grab those. Don't see anything up on the railing. Okay, I see a gold feather, but I'm not gonna burn myself for that. Alright, time for my favorite transformation. I like it because it's just so dumb. And yeah, so like this is Halloween themed. Let's be a pumpkin. It's not Halloween. Yeah, it's Halloween themed because like Freeze Easy Peak is kind of Christmas themed. A lot of holiday cheer in this game. Too bad Banjo-3 never came out. It totally would have had a Hanukkah world. Yeah, so there's a lot I can do now that I'm a pumpkin. I know it doesn't seem like it, but there is a lot I can do now I'm a pumpkin. Though you have like no moves, you have no way of actually like defending yourself or like really doing anything, but there's a lot of small spaces that you can get into. This is one of them, but this isn't how I'm supposed to do it. Yeah, I need to get to the roof. How do I get a pumpkin on the roof? You throw it, but what if you are the pumpkin? Oh yeah, I forgot about all these little rooms you can sneak into, too. Which is kind of dangerous because... Now I'm a pumpkin. Yeah, so that is a painting of a skeleton fish that comes out and attacks you. How weird is that? But I think one of these rooms may allow me to get higher up on the mansion in pumpkin form. Maybe this one? Okay, I didn't think you were gonna come out of the grunty painting, or you guys are coming out of all the paintings. So mean. Oh, that's him. That's the captain. I forget his name, but that's the guy who is going to be the villain in Project Dream. Is it Patchbeard? Captain Patchbeard? I know it's something equally like it's a name that just kind of feels thrown together. Oh, was I supposed to smash open that? Oh no. I think maybe I was. I think maybe I need to be not a pumpkin. Okay, well now that I'm not a pumpkin anymore, yes, I can open that. I think I'll go back to become a pumpkin. I'll check out this cellar first. I completely forgot about this place. Okay, ghosts are annoying. Yeah, we will, finish up Mad Monster Mansion next time. I said this was probably going to be a twofer, and it is, so, yeah, next time on Comic Plays more Mad Monster Mansion. We'll keep going with it. It'll be great.